Hello, all you fans of Phantasm. It's Greg the Ghoul coming to you from within Phantasm Comics here in the media section of our store. We've got tons of Blu-rays and DVDs and other stuff all here on display. There's some soundtracks down here. We've got some vinyl and CD soundtracks. So yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff here in the media section. It's always growing. We had to add some more shelves here. Shout Factory or Scream Factory, Blue Underground, Vinegar Syndrome, lots of other people. Mill Creek, Severin, lots of great stuff here. Mondo Macabre, Synapse Films, Media Blasters. There's tons of new and old Blu-rays, DVDs. I'm here to show you some new stuff that we're going to add to the shelf, so stay tuned. There's some great surprises that came in this week. Blu-rays, DVDs, and some vinyls that we're going to add to the shelf. So stay tuned. And while you're at it, subscribe to the channel so you get all the updates. Alright guys, here comes some media. Alright, well here we are again, looking at some Blu-rays today. Kicking it off with Death Kappa. That's right, from Tokyo Shock, the people over at Media Blasters, putting out the 10th anniversary edition of this. So these are the people that did that produced Machine Girl, Tokyo Gore Police. Lots of good kaiju action in here. So check this movie out if you're a fan. And that little cap, I mean, it doesn't get better than that guy. Check him out. Look at him on the back here. Look at that guy, just destroying things. Death Kappa in stock right now. Gretel and Hansel, great flick that came out earlier this year. If you're into folk horror, witch stories, very atmospheric. Took some time to ramp up, but it's definitely doing some creepy stuff. Osgood Perkins, the director on this, comes from horror, fame, with his father being Anthony Perkins from Psycho. So check this out if you're a fan of anything like The Witch or anything like that that's come out recently. The Lighthouse. Great flick. Check out Gretel and Hansel, in stock now on Blu-ray, and comes with a digital code too, so you can get the Blu-ray, watch the digital one on the go if you want. Here we go with Split Second. Great Rutger Hauer flick. I just watched this one earlier this year. Very enjoyable, mostly because of Rutger Hauer. Wild story, written by, written by the guy that did Fast and the Furious, Gary Scott Thompson, and effects by Stephen Norrington, who did Blade. So there's some great pedigree in this flick from the mid-90s. Let's see, what are we in? 1990 something or other. So check this one out, and if you get a chance, look up the director's other stuff too, because it's really good. And Rutger Hauer is classic in this, and great cover too. Love the new artwork that they did there. Bringing in some classics, we've got Christine here on Blu-ray. Again, digital code there, so you're able to watch it on the go. Just restocking some classics on the shelf. From the Kino Lorber, Something Weird team up here. This is one of their She Should Have Said No and The Devil Sleeps. So those classic, like 30s, 40s, what is it? Forbidden Fruit, sort of golden age of exploitation pictures. This is in the same vein as what's that one with the Reefer Madness and stuff like that. So it's seeing kids getting high, but it's telling them, no, don't do that. Don't do what these kids are doing. So it's laughable. So check these out. They're fun movies. So we also got in the second season of Holliston. So I'm a big fan of the first season. Haven't gotten a chance to see this one, but I've heard it only gets better. So if you guys are into horror comedy stuff, check this out. Holliston's great. Adam Green is one of the actors in it, and what's the other guy's name? Joe Lynch. Both horror directors from Hatchet. Let's see, Knights of Badassdom by Joe Lynch. So they're genre directors. They're putting out great stuff, and this series that they put out is hilarious. So check out this. I think we have the first season in stock as well. Got a twofer right here from MVD. Blood Fight and Iron Heart. Both Bolo Young starring pictures. He's on the cover right there twice. So it's from Bolo Young is probably most famous for his final fight in Bloodsport, or Bruce Lee's Nemesis in Enter the Dragon. So if you're a big fan of those fight movies, this is two classics, underseen flicks from the 80s that you'd want to check out. I believe they're both from the 80s. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out when the credits roll. Here comes one of our first 4K Ultra HD flicks. Oh my. It's I didn't know it could get any better, but it is. It's getting better with this 4K Ultra now. We've gone beyond to Ultra. And this is it, Flash Gordon. If I can't imagine a better movie to start off with than Flash Gordon, to see the splendor and beauty of it all. Now, here it is, 4K Ultra HD, for brighter, deeper, more lifelike colors. That's what I've always wanted. What else do we got? Phenomena, just again restocking some of the stuff that's been out of stock for a while. Got our Dario Argento stuff coming in. People have been asking, where's the Italian horror? It's right here. Michele Sciavi. I don't know how to say his last name. But The Church, one of my favorite Italian horror flicks. Check this one out. A bunch of people stuck in a church. Okay. The Final Space. The let's see here. Let's get that focused. No, don't focus on me. There we go. Final Space right there. Complete first and second season. That aired on Adult Swim. Funny stuff right there. In stock now. Brutal Massacre, a comedy put together by a bunch of people mostly famous for horror. This is a great looking flick. It has a great cast, but a great cast. A lot of the reviews were saying a great cast, one hell of a cast, but a great cast does not make a good movie. I'm looking at you, Mamma Mia. The Unholy from Vestron Video. So got that in stock for the first time here. Check that out. And the Warlock collection from Vestron. Good stuff right there. This has 3 flicks in it. For some reason, this is the same price as the Unholy, but I don't know why. Guess they really don't value the Warlock series as much as the Unholy. And the Sect from Michele Sciavi. This is also a really underseen flick that I think more people should see. If you enjoy The Church, there's no reason why you shouldn't. You should check this out. I mean, this is just more of good stuff from him. So, great flick, has some great imagery. Do check it out. Here comes another Hammer flick from Shout Factory, Scream Factory. We have a few already on the shelf, and here we go with a few more. We got this guy, Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell, and then we also have Phantom of the Opera, the Herbert Lom Phantom of the Opera. Someone said, is that the Herbert Lom Phantom? Yes, it is. Victor Crowley, just recently featured on Joe Bob. That's right, we got this one in Blu-ray, and you get that DVD combo. So there you go. You can always hand those DVDs out at Halloween. Remember, children love to get loose DVDs in their candy bags. So keep the Blu-ray. Hand out the DVD. Victor Crowley, tons of extras, cast and crew commentary. So great flick. Was a lot of fun watching that on Joe Bob. And now you can own it. Evil Dead 1 and 2, again, just restocking some of the classics here, and this doesn't get much more classic horror than Evil Dead, and it's on blue. And the Insidious, The Last Key, something like The Last Jedi, maybe that's what they're playing off of. Alternate scenes, deleted ending, no, alternate ending and deleted scenes. Yeah, we don't want to reverse that. From Mill Creek, they're churning out that Ultraman content, and now we have Neo Ultra Q. Ultra Q was the series that kicked off the Ultraman love. I mean, the kaiju stuff, the weirdness, Twilight Zone in Japan. You know, that's what that was basically. It was great stuff. Now, how many years later? I don't know. 30, 40, 50 years later, we have Ultra Q Neo. And this is a 12-episode series, in stock now, comes with a digital code. So get this, and then you can watch it on the go when you use your digital code. So lots of goodies. Now we're going to jump over and do some of the vinyl that's coming this week. All right, guys, well, we got some soundtracks here on the table, so let's take a peek at what we got. First up, the Cool World soundtrack, a little mix of animation and live action. This one's famous for being an early Brad Pitt movie. We got some Ralph Bakshi, I believe. Yeah, Ralph Bakshi, Brad Pitt, classic flick, kind of a cult movie. And here's the soundtrack, and it's worth it just for the David Bowie song on here, and a bunch of other songs as well that were peppered throughout the movie. Next up is a really cool black comedy soundtrack to Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Music from the motion picture. This is the limited edition clown dog splatter colored vinyl. So great flick if you haven't seen this. Really black comedy, a lot of fun. And you have some great songs on here from people of the era. So check that one out, in stock now. And this was a cool piece, Shadows of the Empire. So this is, I believe this was a Gap book that came out. Shadows of the Empire came out between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. But the book itself came out in the 90s. But it was to bridge the time span between the two movies. It's just letting you guys know what was happening there. So it was a multimedia sort of book. It was released with the novel, and a soundtrack for the novel was also created. That's very cool. So here it is, Shadows of the Empire, the soundtrack to the novel. First time released on vinyl. And, Shadows of the Empire was a multimedia project by Lucasfilm, which included a novel, a comic book, a video game, and here it is, the vinyl soundtrack. I was listening to some of this last night, and I say, where is Joel McNeely? Why isn't he doing Star Wars soundtracks right now? I mean, we all love what's-his-face, but I don't care. Bring this guy out. I want some more of this. So definitely check this one out. It really sounded like classic Star Wars. I did notice that it might have been sold out in many places. This artwork on the cover, too, is really nice artwork. So, got one in stock, so bounce on it. And last but not least, a really cool limited edition piece, DC 75. The music of DC Comics 75th Anniversary Collection, Translucent Red Edition. So there was a translucent red, a translucent blue. We got the red one here. And this is limited to 1,000 copies. So check this out. Classic DC music from the movies throughout the ages. So you have the Superman theme from 1978, John Williams, to Smallville Season 8 music from 2008, Batman theme from 1989, Danny Elfman, to the Swamp Thing movie, 1991. Lots of different themes from all sorts of movies and TV. You also get a 4-page booklet and a massive poster as well. So this is a great package. Something really cool for any DC fans that you know that like music and DC. So there you go. We've got lots of fun stuff in this vinyl lot here. Alright, gang, well, that's the whole bunch of what we got in this week. Lots of stuff here on the table, as you can see, vinyl and everything. And don't, check out our section here. We're always putting stuff out in the Blu-ray, DVD. vinyl area here. So there's lots of good stuff, all sorts of genres. Well, all sorts of genres that I'm into, and I'm sure if someone else that comes in likes kung fu, sci-fi, fantasy, anime, horror, film noir, or animation, you'll be able to find something here on these shelves. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching, and remember, never forget to pick up your comics from the comic shop. Have a great day.